Scrapbooking.com magazine is proud to bring you the following feature article from our January 2011 issue, Year in Review, by the Scrapbooking.com design team. This layout actually began as an exploration in how to use the Polaroid frame stamp from Studio Calico. I wanted to create a wallpaper-like background using the stamp, and my idea seemed well suited for lots of small photos. So I went through my printed pictures and picked out 5 that represented the last school year for me. Being a college student, last year was my first time out of the dorms and in an apartment where I could actually see the Minneapolis skyline and cook my own food. It was glorious. I wanted to emphasize that feeling of freedom in this layout with fun, bright colors. I wanted a way to highlight a couple of the year's events without making the page too busy or crowded. I chose to use a grid not only because of the clean, simple style, but also because it reminds me of the blocks on a calendar page. I used black and white photos so that there were no colors to compete with, and went with a classic color scheme so the page would look timeless. Once I had the grid design figured out, the page was a cinch to put together. I had such a fun time putting this layout together, and it turned out exactly how I hoped it would. First and foremost, I have great memories of that New Year's Eve night. My kids really loved living it up with the crowns and party horns. I searched high and low for a clock embellishment, but I just couldn't find one anywhere, so I came up with the idea to find a clock I liked from a clip art website. I took my printout to an office supply store where they gladly photocopied it onto a transparency for me. And then I used my circle cutter to cut it out, and it just couldn't have been easier. I really hope you'll give this technique a try. To find the products mentioned in this article and shown in these layouts, check with your local scrapbook retailer. Browse our premier retail stores for coupons to a store near you. Scrapbooking.com would like to thank the following design team members for their contributions: Britta Swiderski, Lisa Swift, and Melissa Theed. We hope you enjoyed this article. Don't miss the rest of the great articles and features in this month's issue of Scrapbooking.com magazine.